In this video, we will be discussing the chain rule, or as I've learned in the past, let's go inside out. The chain rule is a formula for computing the derivative of the composition of two or more functions, also known as a composite function.
The chain rule is used when there are composite functions, which will look like h of x equal to f of g of x. To accomplish the chain rule, you start by differentiating the inside function first, then working your way out. In other words, differentiating inside out. Making the formula, h prime of x is equal to g prime of x times f prime of g of x.
We will be wanting to find the derivative of sine. It can also be written as sine x squared in parentheses sine x. Remember that sine x squared equals f g of x. From there, you will be finding what f of x equals and g of x equals. F of x equals x squared. G of x equals sine x. Now we'll be finding the derivative of f prime of g of x. F prime of x equals 2x. F prime of g of x equals 2 times sine x. Of g of x equals cosine x. Now that we have all the components, your final answer will be written as f prime of x equals 2 sine x times cosine x.
For this next problem, we will be solving the derivative of f of x equals x plus 4 over the square root of x squared plus 1 all to the third power. And for this problem, we will be using the power rule, the chain rule, and the quotient rule. The first thing you will be doing is rewriting the square root as 1/2 exponent. So basically, the square root of x squared plus 1 would simply equal, we can see that the whole equation is to the third power. So in order to do this, we must multiply the equation by 3, which will be 3x plus 4 over x squared plus 1 to the 1/2. And then afterwards, we have to do n minus 1 for the exponent, and that will simply equal 2. Equals 3 times x plus 4 over x squared plus 1 to the 1/2 all to the second power times x squared plus 1 to the 1/2 times 1 minus x plus 4 times 1/2 x squared plus 1 to the negative 1/2 times 2x, and all of that over x squared plus 1. So now, the next step is just basically simplifying and cleaning up what we have. And once you do that, you have 3 times x plus 4 squared over x squared plus 1 times x squared plus 1 to the negative 1/2 and then in brackets you have x squared plus 1 minus x times x plus 4 all over x squared plus 1. We changed the equation from what we had in the last step to this. 3 times x plus 4 squared times 1 minus 4x all over x squared plus 1 squared times x squared plus 1 to the 1/2. And now for the final answer, we have 3 times x plus 4 squared times 1 minus 4x all over the square root of x squared plus 1 to the 5.